today. Let's go ahead and get into frame. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. I told you guys we're gonna do a podcast outside one of these days, and today's the day. So I'm gonna have to look at chat right here. I got a computer. We're gonna see how this goes. Let me know if you guys can see me first of all. Let me know if you guys can hear me second of all. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming through. We're just coming off of Car Party this past weekend. Shout out to Pat and the whole DPM crew for throwing in amazing events. I said we're gonna do this outside. I'm a little excited. I have not done this. It's weird. It's weird. I'm literally just talking to this. I have to look down for the chat. But it's going to be fine. It's going to be going great. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I missed you guys. I am going to be going live again Friday nights per our normal setup, per our normal opening. If this is your first time ever finding the channel, you picked an interesting time to come in on the channel. How's everybody doing? What's up, Jay? Super Insane. What's going on, Super Insane? I got to meet you at Car Party this past weekend. Package total. Looks nice outside. Location, good go. Geotech. I see you, Alex. Yo, Derek, how you doing, man? Package, how you doing, man? I got to meet Package total briefly as well. Package, appreciate you, man. Pidgey boys. What's going on, Pidgey boys? Welcome in, man. Super Insane, Derek. I see you on the Daddy Chill. There might be a pretty decent delay on this podcast just because we're going off of the mobile phone. Y'all hear the dog running back and forth. It'll be fun. We could get straight into it. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Car Party started for me this past Thursday. So the actual event started on Friday, went Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got into Florida, Orlando Airport on Thursday morning, landed around 8:30. But yeah, I mean, it was a smooth flight for me when I got there. No issues until I got to the hotel for some reason. Well, not for some reason, but I forgot to let my bank know that I was traveling, so that they kind of like blocked my card. I was still able to move funds to the proper cards in order to do everything properly. So I finally got checked in, went to the gym, and then I checked out the basketball court because I knew that's where we're going to spend a lot of time. And then a little bit later, so it was wild. I went to the gym. Wait, no. I got up to the hotel, took a shower to wake myself up, went downstairs, went to the gym, went to go play basketball, went back upstairs, took a shower again, but then I was like, oh, damn. We're supposed to meet down at the court again later on with like Pat and a bunch of other people. So ended up doing that too. So we were down there for a long time. Luckily it was a little overcast that day, so it was fine. But how you guys doing? I see you guys. Trainer Glenn, what's going on, man? Waterloo Medic out here. Dizzy, I see you, Dizzy. Rock Sandy said, I want to be like you when I grow. Hey, Rock, yo, I got to meet the GOAT, Rock Sandy. Yo, what's going on, Rock? 026 Gonzo, Rock face reveal when? It's been revealed. It's been revealed. Hey, old guy Pokemon, I can't stay long. Hitting the like button. I got to be at work at 4 a.m. Great meeting you at CP. Can't believe my error card got the 10 from CGC. Yo, old guy Pokemoner got the most insane error card, and CGC gave it a 10. I don't even know what to say about that, guys. I don't even know what to say. Shout out to old guy Pokemon. It was great to meet you, man. Gale Force wins that Thursday night. Says Chris Pot TCG. Yo, the weather swings over there in Florida are no joke. It went 0 to 100 real quick. I was walking by and all of a sudden there was a cat flying around. I think I saw a cow in the tornado and everything, but it was crazy. Yeah, Florida is no joke when it comes to that. Chris, good to see you, man. Bro, Florida weather is rough. Yeah, man, it was weird. Was it a shiny vert special? Was it a shiny vert special? What up, Jay and chat? Hey, Polka Dad TCG, what's going on, Polka Dad? Florida weather is mayhem, said Roxanne. Indeed it is. Ryan saying muggy weather. Yeah, Alex, when I went out there, it's like stepping into a sauna. I knew I was going to be expecting that. It's not that type of weather in California. We may get heat, but it's not that sticky heat, it's that dry heat. Pidgey Boys saying what's up to Polka Dad. Dex, Grass, hey Dax, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome in. Saw you, Eddie hairpiece fly by. I saw Eddie's hairpiece fly by. Never went outside. I played it smart to Gonzo. You didn't go outside it. you missed out, man. You missed out. But yeah, so Thursday, I would recommend if you guys ever go to Card Party in the future, recommend going a day early. Just gets your bearings about you. It was cool just to figure out where the stuff was in the hotel. There was a good that the one sports bar type of restaurant in that hotel was dope. It was delicious, man. The burgers were A1. So for sure, those were amazing. I stay outside because I said, Eddie, hey man, we can't one tee out there. You got to wear at least three t-shirts. You're gonna be sweating through all three of those t-shirts, man. But yeah, I mean, the Thursday was a slow day, which I enjoyed. Like I said, you're able to figure out what you want to do, what's going on, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The area in which Card Party was at was in like the big, event area. There's like a ballroom and all that stuff, different buildings in there. That area was closed off to pretty much everybody except for, people working on Card Party itself. And there's also like vendors that are coming in trying to set up. But that area was kind of closed off. It was, there was like an area that said, Card Party, but, we couldn't go down there at all. But it was cool just because I was able to hang out with a bunch of other creators without us having to do like anything. Like we didn't have to focus on anything else except for, having fun, whether we're opening packs, whether we're having a drink, whether we're like outside playing ball, or going to eat, whatever it was. It was good times because we were just chilling all together. It was good to see everybody too. I mean, Chris is in here. Saw Chris by TCG. Saw Pidgey Boys. Pidgey Boys didn't come until a little bit later actually, but saw Gonzo a little bit later too. Oh, got Pokemoner. A bunch of people, and it's always funny, man. Because last year when I went, it's like someone comes up to you, it's like, "Hey, Jay." I'm like, "Hey, you." Hey, you. But, I always got to ask that awkward conversation, like, what's your handle? What's the handle? Who are you? Because I feel bad because you guys probably see me more often than I'm able to see you guys, just because I'm not often in the Discord when we're doing, like, you guys are doing Discord chats. But, everybody's very nice about it. And they're like, for instance, old guy Pokemoner. Say what's up to old guy, dude, this is a goat, man. I appreciate you, old guy. He was a cool dude. There was a weirdo in a mess at CK. Hey, who could have that been, man? Who could have that been? Hey, yo, LV Poker Shop said, what's good, everyone? How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a great CP. For those that went, yo, LV, good to see you, man. I had a good time. I hope everybody else, if you're watching out there, let me know if you guys went. If you guys have any questions about Card Party, please let me know in the Q&A that I put up there. If you guys are wondering what the hell I'm doing outside, I'm wondering the same exact thing. But I've said it before. I kind of want to do like an outside podcast, just away from being inside, a little bit different. If it's weird, so be it. The next stream we have, we'll be back inside. Clampy, I see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, Dan, I like the outside settings, and Dan, I feel like it's tranquil. I feel like for a podcast, especially solo, Dan, it works because, I don't know, it just brings a different aspect, a difference, something else to focus on. Whether you're looking back here and you see my dog running around or whatever it is, it's always a good time. Dan, shout out to Dan, putting on another amazing event. Obviously, I know it wasn't just you, Dan. It was a whole team of people. It was funny too, Dan, because I met Jay for the first. So Jay is another part of the crew for Pat and DPM. I met him outside because he was playing ball. And, he actually went to go work out, and then he came outside, and I was already outside like shooting hoops and everything like that. And he came out there, and at first, it's like that awkward feeling. I haven't played ball in a long time, but there's always that feeling like, you're by yourself playing ball, and then someone else comes in, and we're just shooting, not really talking. But eventually, we kind of talked, and he's like, "Are you here for Card Party?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Are you?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm part of Pat's Pat's editing crew and everything." I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, I was in his last video." He's like, "I thought I recognized you." So it kind of just like jumps off like that, which is cool too because last year, Dan, Zach, Jay, I barely, if I even said hi, I maybe said hi to Dan a little bit, but the rest of the team, I couldn't say what's up to just because they were so busy. So I'll start off with that. Pat did, in my opinion, because I saw you guys a lot more, I saw Dan hanging out at the bar, Jay as well, Zach, all you guys at the bar, like at nighttime. So it was cool to see you guys, being able to hang out, have a little bit of free time. So you guys, I'm sure, did a lot of planning went into that, being able to be available and hang out, and just not having a vacation out of it, but being able to have a moment to breathe. So it was good to see you guys. Damn, cuz PG boys. Glad I got to meet you, Joey. Same with every single other person I got to meet and hang out with. Hey, Chris, it was good to meet you too, man. It was really good to meet you. Yo, Chris is big as hell. Like, bro, that guy is tall. He's not lying when he says he's tall. He's not lying like cuz when he says he's 6'3". No, guy, I'm JK. It's a me and Jay insider. Yeah, cuz. Love you, Chris. Best team. Couldn't do it without them. Absolutely, Dan. Yo, D&D, what's going on? I saw D&D there as well. Good to see you in here. Where do I apply for the team, Dan? Said Gonzo. I feel like you already got an inner lane with him. CK is a retired NFL lineman. He is tall when Joey says someone is tall. Said Gonzo. Yeah, he's a big dude. Getting the boys back together. So Professor Metry. Hey, Metry, how you doing, man? Welcome in. 6'3" and thick, cuz. Stop playing. But yeah, kind of getting back onto Card Party. So Thursday, even though not a ton happened on Thursday as far as, Pokemon stuff goes, like I said, a ton of stuff did happen because I got to spend even that much more time with a bunch of people that were, already there hanging out. Some people got in on Wednesday even. Yeah, I was just happy to get there a day early just to hang out with everybody. A lot of time is spent at the hotel lobby / bar area in the after hours setting. And that's where like a lot of times we're ripping packs and, just ripping packs and being degenerates. You guys know how it could be a little bit degenerate at times, right? So just throw a little bit of social settings in the mix with a little bit of a little drink on top of that, and it could get pretty crazy. I think you guys saw a little bit of it when I did. We opened up a box of Ancient Origins live on the channel via mobile phone on a table. That tells you something, right? When does PBM? What does PBM smell like? Dior? Nah, just a little bit of little hints of sweats because I saw him right after he played basketball. The Ancient Oranges box was booty cheeks at Chris Pye. It was. Unfortunately, it was. We didn't get nothing. We didn't get anything. Hey, tall guy, real wife of PokeTubers. What's going on? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming back. Wish I had more time to chill with everyone, said Dan. I'm sure you did, man. Dude, it would have been nice, dude. I was glad you and like everybody else was even down there at all. Like, that didn't happen last time. It did not happen. So I was grateful you guys were able to spend a little bit of time with us for sure. Fella Chris said, yo, what's up, Joey? What's going on, fella? How you doing, man? Don't read my questions, said Alex. I won't. Alex, honestly, anytime you ask a question, Alex, in the Q&A, I tend to skip it. I tend to skip it. Fella, I appreciate you. What's going on, man? Derek and the Dragon saying what's up to Chris Pye, TCG. Oh. I'm just being honest. He be asking some wild questions. But on top of that, so Thursday came and went. I think I was spending a lot of time hanging out with like Royalty Gaming on Thursday night. We were just chilling by the bar, hanging out. I think Old Time Pokey, that was the day he got there at night, or it might have been the next day. But Friday started, right? Friday, the kickoff show, which was really fun. You guys, if you guys went to Card Party last year and weren't able to go this year, or you guys saw a stream, picture that main event stage, but pretty much at least 2 times bigger. It was just filled with seats and everything, and being able to see the stage for the first time, man, it was, the big Card Party letters in the back, I feel like set it off so well. The uplighting behind that as well. It was a great stage, and I like the way that Pat upgraded too. As far as the seats go, I was looking back at last year, you guys had some high stools versus this time you guys had some like big comfortable chairs, so that was cool. It felt like more of a, I don't know, like a late night show setting. I'm sure that's kind of where you guys drew inspiration, especially with like, there was a desk on the stage, right? And there was also like little props, Pat's laptop was right there, of course. But then he also had like a mug for coffee. There's nothing in the mug. It was just there, just for the setting, right? Hey, Kate B, what's going on, Kate? Welcome in. The panel that was not to be missed was Pokevault, Cool Trainer Ryan, and Opossum Bud panel on the main stage at Gonzo. I missed most of that. Gonzo's jumping ahead a little bit, but I think that was on Sunday. You guys had that R-rated podcast panel type of deal right there. That was on Sunday. I missed most of it because I was doing an event on the stage as well too, as far as like a pack battle goes, which Silver Team won. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But jumping back into Friday, the main stage, setting that off it was cool, and because that main stage event happened a little bit later in the day, so I think if I remember, I think that was at 5 o'clock or so. 5 o'clock. So we pretty much had the whole day. So you get to check in at noon. I'm not sure what time check-in started for everybody else, but as a creator, I was able to check in at noon, get all my stuff, all my extra goodies, the swag that Pat and the team were able to put together for me. Shout out to Jess. She does an amazing job as well, too, of keeping things organized, making sure the creators needed what they needed and got what they needed as well. So that was very well organized. So shout out to Jess, another one on Pat's team that helped last year and, of course, this year, too. So that was nice and easy, got everything done. So I got all the stuff. Pat gave us like a new backpack or crossbody backpack type of thing. What are those called? I forgot what those are called. But hats. We got a jersey, a new card party too, binder as well too. So it was a lot of fun, man. That was good. It went by smoothly. After that, the vendor floor opened up, I believe, at 2 p.m. that day too. So going downstairs and to be able to check out all the vendors. It was funny too because I was able to sneak down there early on after I got my my card party lanyard and everything. I think the staff there at the hotel thought, oh, he must be part of it, because I already had my lanyard a little bit early. So I went downstairs and checked it out, and all the vendors were kind of still setting up at the time. It looked like they were behind too. It looked like the vendors were behind on setting up as well, because I think it was already like 12:30, and I think they had to be ready by 2 p.m. But after that, kind of went back upstairs, had some lunch with a couple of the other creators. Like I said, we went to that one bar in the hotel, restaurant, aka / bar in the hotel. And then we went back over there to check out all the vendors. There was a ton of vendors. So there was 3 different halls of vendors as opposed to the one that was for Card Party one last year too. So I can imagine that, I don't know what the vendor list or how many bids there were for vendors, but yeah, a ton of vendors there. Dan, I'm not sure if you could let us know, were the messenger bag. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Dan, were all the spots sold out, Dan? Bulbasaur was there too. He was cool. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen his reels on IG or even on YouTube. He was out there playing ball with us early on too. So he was a cool dude. Got to say what's up to him. I'm not sure if I'll be in a video or not, but I got one of his mystery bags a little bit later on because he was doing some like crazy mystery bags for like the first couple of people that got to his booth every single day. I got the last one on the first day. I got some pretty cool things out of that. Fanny packs. The vendors had some heat that's super insane. Yeah, of course, man. Of course, we know what Pokemon Network brings to the table, everything in the bag of chips. So it's crazy. I stayed away from that booth because I'm like, no, I'm not rich enough to be at that booth at the moment. So, but another great thing, I was able to see Shane, aka Slim's Rips. You guys have seen him featured on my channel, on Pat's channel, on Gonzo's channel multiple times. Is where I went to go do that one live stream at a LGS down there in San Diego. So that was a ton of fun. Got to see him there. I chopped it up with him a lot later on too, like on Saturday night. He was my boy. That's where I got the Ancient Origins box from. He hooked it up as well. So we were able to make that happen. Good to see him. A lot of the other vendors too were very kind, very courteous. And they were, some of them were willing to negotiate, but all vendors are different. And there was one vendor there selling Japanese product at a very good price too. So me and Serge were actually able to hit that one up, and we were opening up some 151 and some Night Wanderer too. I didn't get the Houndoom, but it's fine. It's okay. E-Man collects. What's going on, E-Man? Jay got a pack for his fan. He said Dizzy. Yo, Steven Trujillo. Yo, Steven was there too. We got to meet Steven in person. That was a lot of fun. Jay's fanny packing. Yo, I got to switch back and read some of the chats. I have selective hearing, said Chris. Nick and I stayed by the line and caused chaos by handing out packs of cards to the 2 lines. What lines, Gonzo? It's a purse, said Chris. It's a satchel. It's a satchel. Chris Pye, stop ignoring me against the old guy. Yo, it's good to see. Hey, Tina Marie. Tina. Got to meet Tina for the first time, too. Tina, I hope your flight back was good. It was great to meet you. Been part of my channel for the longest time. Obviously, a ton of other people's channels for the longest time. Nick's channel, of course. You know, everybody else's, Pat's channel. It was funny too because you guys saw in the live stream that we did the Ancient Origins box. Rev actually bought the pack for himself and the pack for Tina, so they could pack battle right there too. So that was a lot of fun. Shout out to Nick for holding up. I don't know, being a good dude overall. You know, obviously we know that all the other big names there too, like Chris. Well, Chris Pye is a big name too, but I met Ryan. I met Sean's as well too. They're out there just hanging out. It was cool to have them around. You know, because they just bring a different energy to the entire crowd too. Yo, I got a bone to pick with Poker Chloe's husband. That man is good at what he does. That man is good at selling. Harry, I don't know if you ever watched this, but if you do, you got. Well, he didn't. He almost got me. He almost got me. Next year, he's probably gonna get me. He's probably gonna get me. It's funny too, because on I think it might have been Friday night. That's when you know, we were just opening up some Japanese rocket, right? And I got a Gyarados Hollow and everything. Nobody hit anything big, but he definitely got powder. He definitely got powder on this. I think it might have been an Undaunted blister pack, which he pulled a Suicune Legend card out of. So powder, can't be mad about that, right? This weekend deal, you buy the flight and I'm in, right? What's up, Raichu Mullet guys at E-Man? The register lines for the badges. After he and I got our badges, we watched the lines for him and the general public, and we started tossing packs. Yo, so the lines were well, obviously before Card Party opened, there was a line starting to like get your passes and everything. The line was insane. It was so long. Pause, but it was really, really long. I was a little bit worried that, you know, people were gonna get disgruntled, you know, it might have been taking too long. At first I thought it was open and the line was just moving slow, but it wasn't open yet. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. People probably won't be that upset, or if they are upset, you know, they have to be understanding of it. But no, the staff that was there actually handled that line very, very well, and they brought the line down a lot too. So there was a lot going on Friday, a lot of logistics about it, and I think, at least to my knowledge, it went through and went by very, very smooth. So again, you guys did great. It was great. What's good, Jay? Hey, Rico, what's going on, Rico? How you doing today? The lines moved quick from what I heard. I had given out all the giveaways Binder just in that line, said Pidgey Boys. Hey, did you guys make content? If you guys did go to Card Party, were you guys making content a lot? I was in the middle. I was able to, I planned accordingly because I knew I wasn't gonna make a full-fledged video, but I definitely got bits and pieces that I needed for other videos at Card Party, so I made that work. Yeah, Nick bots me in another pack, and I pulled a hollow glass score. Hey, congrats, Tina. That's awesome. Hey, taking off, boy, needs a nap. Hey, Gonzo, have a very good night. We champs, Jay, Sarah Rico. Let's go, man. Steven, once they started handing out passes, it did go quick. Oh, good to hear, Steven. Question, how sexy was Just Joshin in person? Just asking for a friend. Hey, man, I met you before. And I got to tell you, you got even sexier. I made zero content, said Rock. Rock made zero content and took zero pictures. I can attest to this. Cardboard Collectibles, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Rock, nice meeting you, brother, said E-Man. We did a challenge for our own. We recorded also the short series, said Pidgey Boys. Yeah, man, you guys did a great job of, just choosing your times and making sure you got whatever content you needed. I would say for any content creator that hasn't gone to Card Party and is looking to go to Card Party, and just try to plan accordingly. Even Pat made sure to, I'm not going to reveal what he did, but even Pat made sure to, cut a chunk of time and just stick to that time frame in order to get a video in at Card Party. So, I would say just be aware that it's not as, you would think it would be easy to get a bunch of content. You're around all these other content creators. You're around a bunch of other Pokemon nerds. You're around all these vendors and everything. It's a lot more difficult than you would think to get like a full-fledged type of video going. Rock doesn't need footage. He uses Minecraft for that. Josh, remember hunting for an Applin for Jace? It's super insane. Hey, he almost came through. He almost came through. Great meeting you, E-Man, said Rock Sandy. To E-Man collects. Yeah, Rock Sandy did his face reveal. He popped in out of nowhere and said, hey, Jay. I was like, Who's this? No, I kind of knew it was you, Rock, because I had seen your video a little bit earlier. So I was like, is that Rock? I don't want to say it is, but I can tell by your voice. Rock Sandy has a very distinct voice if you never listened to any of his videos. So yeah, you could, you know who it is. From the videos I watched, it seemed like a fun time to Rico. Yeah, man, it was a ton of fun, man. I can't, it went by very, very smoothly for me. The only thing that was a little bit difficult was when, uh, I think it was on Sunday. It was on checkout when the fire alarm went out in our area of like hotel rooms, and I had to carry my luggage about 18 stories down. So, because the elevators weren't on. But besides that, really smooth. I do have a regret. I didn't go in the pool. I didn't check out the lazy river. I played basketball a lot. I played basketball on Thursday. I played basketball on Friday. After that, I said, no way am I playing on Saturday. My body is going to break down. But when everybody was down there on Friday for like the official meetup for playing basketball, that was a lot of fun. Pat was down there getting some buckets. A ton of other creators were down there. Powder, Vert and Ryan had their one-on-one match. You saw Sean's reffing it as well, so that was pretty cool. Roxanne, how did you even get in? I thought it was 18 plus. JK, JK. All I want to do is chant J. Rock Sandy. I sneaked in Tina. Yeah, Rock was out there hanging out by the bar. No, I'm not, saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just kidding. He wasn't. And then, so I keep jumping back and forth. This is the most back and forth podcast you guys will ever see. This is what happens when I do it solo. But we're outside today. It's a good day. Friday, we went down there to the vendor floor when they opened around 2 p.m. I was down there for a while. I think I ate with I ate lunch that day with like Diz, Pokeball Mike, and a bunch of other people too. So I ate at that one restaurant I keep telling you guys about 5 different times. 5. I'm not lying. A lot of times. And then after we ate lunch, we kind of made our way back to the vendor area, walked it one more time. But we were getting ready to go into the main ballroom area for the main stage event where Pat was going to kick off the show just like he did last year. The intro video for that show was amazing. I got featured in it again. I don't know who pulled the strings to put me in that video, but thank you so much. Dan, I'm looking at you. Ian, if you had anything to do with that, I'm looking at you too. So thank you guys so much for putting me in that. Dan, if you guys have any plans to put that on the Card Party actual YouTube page, please let me know so I could go ahead and snip it a little bit, Hey, I saw a bit of the Ancient Origins opening, but didn't watch all of it. Did you hit anything good? Said Tom KT Cars. What's going on, Tom? How you doing? Unfortunately, we didn't get anything big. The biggest hit we got was a Mega Grovyle Full Art. The box wasn't amazing. It was tough, but it was a lot of fun. Everybody was around. Poke Factory, Poke Fun Boys, Poke Dad, Poke Mom. We're all down there. It was a ton of fun with that. Can't believe my rock face made it in the video, said Rock Sandy. Mimi, what's going on, Mimi? Good to see you. Welcome in. How you doing, Mimi? So, like I said, we're outside today. Septal. Don't do my boy. It was Septal. You're right. You're right, Professor Meshi. I keep saying Grovyle. It was Septal. Chloe pulled the Cynthia's Ambition out of my V-Star box. Pidgey Boys. She was on fire. She pulled up real quick, ripped the V-Star Universe pack, and then boom. Cynthia. Easy. That's how she does it. I got you. Cool that you got to open it, though. Yeah, it was the first time we got to open up Ancient Origins. I've been looking for a box at a good price for the longest time, and finally able to do it. It was so great meeting you. It was great to meet you, too, Mimi. Shout out to Mimi. Everybody came by, showing a ton of love. You know what always throws me off is, it might have been perfect timing because you guys know that Pat's video dropped Wednesday, right? You guys were literally in the hotel room watching the premiere when that video dropped, and Card Party started Friday. So a bunch of kids were like, "You're in Pat's video." I was like, "I was in Pat's video, wasn't I?" But man, you know what? So because I've been to Collecticons before, and I think I said this last year. I've been to Collecticons, and I've been to I've just been to Collecticons. I'm not gonna front. Just Collecticons. I've been to another card show, before too. I think it was like a small local card show, but it doesn't compare to like the the vibe around Card Party. It's like a different, it's a very different setting. I even talked to like another, it was another adult with his son. I forgot what their names were, but we were talking for a little bit, and he was telling me just how he went to like one of the Pokemon regionals recently, and I think he was like, you know what? This is such a different feel compared to like any regionals, just because there's more excitement. There's not as much stress going around with like the event. And he was saying how like a lot of the kids are always stressed out. Like he's like, I've never seen so many stressed out kids in my life. You know, worried about losing, worried about moving on to the next round, whatever, however it goes when it comes to like the Pokemon TCG tournaments. He's like, "Dad, this is the first time." I'm like, "Did you guys go to last year's card party?" He's like, "No, we didn't get to go, but this year we made it a point to get out here." And he's like, "Man, I'm having a ton of fun with my son." So, hey, Dan, that was great to see. Jeff, the ref. What's going on, Jeff? My name's Jeff. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Got to see Jeff, the ref, there again too. No issues this time when you're getting out there too. I was behind you while you were doing that stream, Jay. Just watching. Hey, papi. Just joshing. I see you. Tina, saying what's up to Jeff. Hey, Daniel, aka Pop Pop made it out there too. Shout out to Pop Pop coming through with LJ. Oh man, it's good to see you, Pop Pop. Jeff saying what's up to Rock Sandy. I mean, you guys are in chat right now. I put a Q&A right there. If you guys like, you don't even have to ask questions. Just tell me what your experience was like at Card Party if you guys went. And I said it last year. I'll say it again this year. If you guys weren't able to make it out, next year, there's 2 chances to make it out, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. But jumping back into Friday, the kickoff show, it was a lot of fun, man. He brought up a lot of the bigger creators. He even brought up, smaller creators too. I'm not trying to take anything away from Ian or was Gonzo up that day? I don't know. I don't remember if Gonzo was up there that day, but he brought some of the smaller creators up there too. Got a lot of people to get some shine on the stage too. So it was a great thing to see. The kickoff show consists of like short interviews between like big creators like Ando, Super Duper Danny, Real Breaking Nates, Rev, of course, Lee. Ryan and Vault didn't have an interview. They went straight to a pack battle, which was cool because what were they battling that night with? Rocket? A booster box of Rocket? It might have been the booster box of Rocket that they just cracked open, and then Pat was just giving away free packs out that thing. It was crazy to see, right? And it consisted of a lot of giveaways. Every single time there was a main stage event, there was giveaways attached to that main stage event too, which was really cool. A very giving event, just like last year, a very giving event, and Pat really came prepared to put on for the community, which is always great to see. Dan Oren, the ice cream wasn't 24 hours. There was ice cream? Card Party was a blast. So many friends and so much to do, said Jeff the Ref. It was, man. And it never feels like there's enough time. And I think that's kind of what I wanted to, what I meant by when you're going to Card Party as a creator, you think, oh, like I'm going to have plenty of time to do a video and everything. But you don't realize like you're going to want to, either just get to know another creator you've built a relationship with over the internet. You're going to want to get to know them better in person. You're going to want to, just talk about different experiences you had, or you're just gonna want to roam the halls with them, or catch up with old friends. It's so much of that. Tina Marie, it was when I went in September. I bet Joey liked Florida. It's the Orange State, no apple, said the Poke Duo. As facts. Did we get ice cream? When did we get ice cream? Where was the ice cream? Ice cream was good. Where was this ice cream? Plan for September next time, said Tina. Jeff saying what's up to Dan. Pop, great meeting you, legends. Said E-Man. E-Man was out there. John Parker was out there. I see you, John. Can't confirm I didn't get ice cream, said Metri. Yo, meeting Metri was like meeting a kid in a candy store for the first time. This kid, all right, he's a grown man, but he was bouncing off the walls with excitement. That rejuvenated me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was tired. I got about 3 hours of sleep every single night. Don't ask me why. I was probably the last person to leave the bar area. Not because I was drinking to my demise, but I was like talking to a lot of people. I was talking with who were we talking with? We were talking with PBM, Diz, Just Josh, and we ordered Del Taco, I think on Saturday night. It was about 2 a.m. It was wild. And then the nights, no, that was Friday night. Saturday night, we were talking with Vault-X for the longest time. Me and Shane, aka Slim's Rips, we cornered one of the founders. We didn't corner him, but we were talking to him for the longest time. And then Ian came in on that conversation as well too. But it was a lot of fun. Hey, John Parker saying, what's up to Chris? Rejuvenated. Yeah, man. J Vault-X collab said Dizzy. We were just talking a lot, man. Love the Vault-X guys. Dan, yeah, they were awesome people. Very, I like them. I like them a lot. Jay say, me almost passed out from CGC return. Saw me almost passed out. Dude, Just Josh and got a CGC return on his God Rare Gogeta card. Insane. I don't know what it's worth. Couple grand at this point, but he got that pristine 10. Congratulations. CGC was offering that on-site grading, which was a quick turnaround for everybody. They must have been working 24 hours to get everything done. But yeah, CGC was out there doing a very solid job of getting those cards back to people. 2K at least. Was trying to quote Booty Tang. I forgot about that movie, Chris. I forgot about that movie. But yeah, Friday was so much fun. After the main stage event, there was the unofficial, what was it? It was called the unofficial trade night. And on top of that, it was like a cocktail hour for like the feature creators in the VIP area, which was cool. We were out there for a little while, having some drinks, hanging out, talking for a bit. And I think from there we moved our way back to like the bar area. That bar area, they might have hated us because we were at that bar area for the longest time. We were making those bartenders work for sure. I'm glad people liked me, LOL. Nice confidence boost. Hey, Metro, you were a pleasure to meet. Sheesh, almost a 6K. Nice. Hey, appreciate that, John. I appreciate that. You're good people, Metro. Said, E-Man, absolutely he was. Shots at Dizzy. Oh man, we're chilling. We're chilling today. Friday might be a different story when we do our next opening stream, but today we're just chilling, hanging out. So Friday came and went. Saturday there was an earlier main stage event to kick off Card Party, which had to make sure we were there because I wanted to be there and hang out with everybody still. So got down to the main stage. Pat did an amazing job putting everything together as well. And from there it was kind of just like bouncing back and forth with different groups of people. You know me, guys. I'm not attached at the hip with any one person. Like I'll hang out with you, I'll hang out with you, I'll hang out with this group, that group. It's funny. Like I'll just getting passed around. Pause. But a lot of vendor activities. I think I don't remember if that's when I bought the box or if I bought the box the day before that. But I was just walking the vendor hall. I didn't buy anything till literally I had to leave to go home. Before I left, I went to go buy. I spent like $400 right before I left. Right before I left. Just stuck it in the backpack and I was like, all right, gotta go. Yeah, that's all. But I had a lot of time to walk around with everybody. I got to host a stage event as well too. A lot of the feature creators were on a stage with doing pack battles where there was like 2 creators representing the gold side, 2 creators representing the silver side, and there was 1 moderator. I was one of the moderators for one of them. I got to moderate while who was on there? Mystic was on there. Royalty Gaming Pokemon. Powder, and then not Powder, Island Grown Pokemon, and Mount Killa. So those are the 4 people I got to host. Bro, I'm not trying to toot my horn. I think I did a damn good job of hosting that thing because when we started, there was nobody in front of our stage. By the time we started getting going, there was so many people in front of us. A lot more, I will say, than there were last year. I remember last year, because you guys did a better job with the Card Party crew did a better job with outlining exactly when these stage events are going to happen. There was like a lot more people, a lot more kids, even adults were right there too. And we're all like hyping up the silver squad because I was silver. So I was just hyping up that side. I was down playing the gold side, hyping up the crowd, whatever. But then I got a lot of the kids involved too, was able to pick out some of the kids. They were able to come up on stage and say hi to their favorite, if one of them is your favorite creator, and then just open up some packs with them too, on stage in front of the camera too. So that was a lot of fun. A lot of times I just kind of gave them whatever hit they pulled. It was funny too because one of the kids came up and she pulled, I think her name was Kennedy. She pulled an SIR, which it gave the silver team a ton of points, and she was just so happy to pull it. We gave the card to her, and we gave everything else away too. So thank you guys for making that happen, the Card Party crew, for allowing the creators to spend that time with our audience, which was an amazing thing. Rig said, "Cuz, was it a vivid voltage booster box for all the battles?" No, Tina, we had a Paldean Fates ETB. So it was booster boxes and ETBs. It kind of went back and forth. Did you have a Batman costume on too? I didn't get why. I feel like you might have, said Ricky. Ricky, what's going on, man? No, I didn't have a Batman costume on, but I was trying to. I didn't have no costumes on. It wasn't a furry convention. Ricky, I knew I would catch you here. We had Obsidian, said Pidgey Boys. Okay, you guys had Obsidian Flames. Yeah, and it was crazy too, because I thought, okay, the ETB is gonna go quick. It went for a good while. Yeah, they had a bunch of different products. I think whoever had the Evolving Skies booster box, I heard it was a bad box of Evolving Skies, but whoever had the Evo Skies booster boxes, damn. And then as well after that, I mean, I had a ton of fun doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't feel like I was nervous, but I just was more nervous for like whether or not people were gonna be there. I think that was more nervous for that. But I was just, like I said, we did our thing. It was a lot of fun. Surge had a Miltank costume on. Surge, I don't know what Pat did to get. I think Surge did it out of his own accord, but still, Surge. You guys have seen Surge in his cow costume before, I'm sure, on his stream. Yeah, he was out there on the main stage just jumping around as a cow, and that's how people got introduced to Poker Surge, with the cow costume, tail and everything, and the udders. He had some udders on him. I will say that. Max VMAX was Snorlax, said Daniel, aka Pop Pop. Yeah, the first time I saw Max VMAX plays there, he did pull up in that costume, didn't he? Surge wanted it. I said, Dan, I know he did. I know he did. I thought about it. I'm like, I wonder what Pat did to convince him, but I was like, Surge did it all alone. He did it all alone. Hey, Katie, what's going on, Katie? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming by. There was a Rainbow Sylveon, said Pidgey Boys. Oh, okay, there was a Sylveon. Surge was utterly sexy. He felt a little awkward after, I bet. He told me he was going to wear the costume down to the bar after, but I don't know. I guess he didn't do it. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. But, oh, man, there was so much good about it. I was trying to think of like something as constructive criticism, but honestly, I can't think of too much at the moment. It was just, for me, it was a ton of fun. I think there's always different perspectives. Me as, being blessed enough to be a featured creator on the website, I feel like that, might have skew how I felt about it. But I mean, everybody else in here that was just, attending or an attending creator, like, let me know how your experience was, because I feel like that's where you get the most feedback, because I had extra perks or extra things given to me that other people weren't given. So I don't want to have a biased feeling about it. I had a ton of fun with it. It's just crazy how Card Party was like 6 months away, and now it's over, said E-Man. And now it's only another 1 year away. And then after that, only like 3 months away. So if you guys didn't hear, next year there is going to be two card parties. There's going to be one in Tampa Bay, Florida on the East Coast, and one in the Pacific Northwest on the West Coast. So there's going to be two separate ones. One's going to be in June, one's going to be in October, respectively, I think. Yeah, early October. The exact location for the West Coast one isn't decided yet. Pacific Northwest sounds good. I've never been up to the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to go Bigfoot hunting. Yo, TCG Verse, good to see you, man. Hey, just want to stop in real quick, see how y'all were doing, and say hi, you all, and wish you an amazing rest of your week. Sorry I can't stay. Currently not home. Hey, TCG Verse, no worries at all, man. I thank so much for coming in here. I think the Creator VIP and Arts and Crafts room, the card toss could have been in better spots, said Mentry. The VIP room was very out of the way. I didn't realize where it was until later on when we did the the cocktail hour, but for me that was like a minor thing because I didn't even I don't think I used it besides that one time. I was just out there. I was just out there the rest of the time. I think I went in there one other time. That's when me and Serge were ripping packs. But besides that, I didn't use it any other times. How did you peasants feel about it, Jay? Yo, that's wild. That's wild to say, cuz. That is wild to say. Oh, cuz trying to cancel me. Do it, man. Do it. I'm all for it. Tizzy, sup my dude, said E-Man collects. I'm gonna pop over here to see if there's any questions, and we'll get into a little bit of a little bit more on Saturday. Let me see. Oh, there's questions. I miss you already, said Gonzo. LV Poker Shop said, what was the most satisfying moment for you during the event, said LV Poker Shop. LV, man, honestly, the stage events that I got to be part of, so I got to be hosting one on Friday, and I got to, was it Friday? No, it was Saturday. Saturday, I got to host one, and then Sunday, so Sunday, I was exhausted, right? And I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna be, my voice was already gone. How am I gonna be able to put on like any type of show for like anybody on the Sunday event? Chris Pye, TCG was hosting. Chris, I know you remember that. We were dragging our feet a little bit before we got on stage, but I feel like as soon as the stage like started rocking, Chris put on a good show too by getting people over. Once we started going, like it was so much fun. Me and Powder had like a back and forth banter the whole time. We were talking smack to each other in a friendly way. Nothing rude by any means. There's just like a friendly back and forth between like, oh, like you're not gonna pull anything, you're not gonna pull anything. But it was a lot of fun. It was Chris was hosting that one. I was opening. Who was next to me? Rux. Rux was next to me. Gemmin, Pokemon, and Powder, we were all on that panel right there too. That was a ton of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. I think those main stage events were very satisfying to me personally. Besides that, I think it's always being able to see everybody. That's a big part of it for me. Being able to see all the other creators and everything. That's a huge part of it for me. Meeting a ton of people. You don't like signing somebody's binder and saying like, oh, Jay, I'm like, how do you know me? I never seen you in the chat before. It's like, oh, I've seen your lives before. I lurk and everything like that. I'm like, yo, what's up? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's it always makes you feel. I ain't even gonna front. It makes you feel special, man. So that was a ton of fun right there. Cause I choked on my smoke when I read that. Yo, is it the real 5.57 KJ? Hey, yo, Poking Fun, what's good, man? Welcome in. I heard Powder is funny as hell, said, cause yo, Powder is hilarious. Hilarious. Being my first event and going alone is like anything else. You have to make it what you want it to be. You can see and talk to everyone, make it enjoyable or not. It's a package. So yeah, man, it was, yeah, man. If that was anybody's first event going to it, that was, I feel like you're not gonna get this as good an event as this. And I swear, I'm not on Pat's payroll by any means, but damn, he throws a good event. Yo, Cali Live TCG was good, man. Welcome in. Do you think 2 a year is too much? Said Pokemon Fun. I haven't. So this is my mindset. Well, me putting myself into the team's mindset. I feel like Pat has always said he doesn't want it to get so big because once it gets to a point, you lose the feeling, like the camaraderie and like the close-knit feeling that I think we all kind of get when we're at Card Party. And I feel like this is his way to kind of like combat that by putting on an event, that's accessible to more people. Putting on 2 events is accessible to more people so they can pick and choose. That way the event doesn't get so big that it just becomes like impersonable or just unable to manage, or you just can't have the creators out in the open walking about. But I think that's kind of like what the mindset is. It's just to keep it to a certain amount versus making it so huge. Jay, what's going on? It was great meeting you, Jay. Basketball was fun. I gotta keep practicing next year. Hey, Jay, what's going on? See, that's who I was talking about earlier, Jay. I got to meet he works on Pat's crew and everything like that. Got to meet him playing basketball. I'm glad we both didn't hurt ourselves, man. That's all I gotta say. Some b-ball with Jay sounds hella fun, said Meeks. Yo, man, it was a ton of fun. Tina Marie saying what's up to Jay as well. I didn't think about that. Great point, Jay. E-man, yeah, so that's my mindset. The intimacy symmetry. I agree. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I appreciate you, bro, for signing my shirt. Hey, Crusaders, I got you, bro. Good to meet you, man. Jay Leaves, you a cool guy, man, said E-man. Yeah, Jay was funny. I like Jay. Alex said, who hooked up at carp? Nobody. Nobody. Dax said, who was the first person you kicked it with, and who was the last streamer you talked to after the card party? Said Dax. Last person I said bye to was the Pidgey Boys right before I got in my Uber. That was the last person because I was just like literally after like the last main stage event on Sunday. I went to the vendor floor as they were closing up. I got a couple things. I said bye to a couple people that I was sitting next to during the main stage event. And then I had to go grab my bags and I had to take an Uber because I had about 2 hours to get to the to the airport, get to security and get onto the plane. So, which is funny too, because I found that Broly was on my plane as well. So I saw him right as we were boarding. Who did I kick it with first? Who did I kick it with first? I might have been Chris. It might have been Chris by TCG. He might have been the first person I seen after I was coming down from showering, like after playing basketball. If you're talking about like while we were playing basketball, then I was down there. Who was I down there with? I might have been down there with Serge. Serge down there, and then Pat was down there too. So those are some of the first people I really kicked it with, or said what's up to down there. Dax also said, Eddie wants to know if you can hit the one time. I see you, Dax. All right, Cuz said, what were your thoughts on the events, i.e. hotel, conference, and room size, the layouts of the event, tables, meet and greet section? 2, tier list ranking from most favorite and least favorite, the panel selections, the vending selections, meeting the creators, trading, meeting friends. I didn't expect such intricate questions from you, Cuz. What was your thoughts on the event? Overall, my thoughts on the event, I think it went by very, very well. I think they learned a lot from like Card Party 1. And even though they grew it exponentially, I feel like they were still able to keep that, how Metri put it, the intimacy of the event and make everybody feel like they belong, which is, I think it's a really difficult thing to do. The size, first of all, it's not the size. But the actual size of the event, it was huge, man. It was so much bigger than the first one. Like I said, there was 3 different vendor areas versus the one last year. And then the one main one was, I want to say, as big or bigger than the one last year. And then you add 2 other ones on top of that. It was pretty cool, man. And then they had CGC there, on-site grading. They had PSA, receiving submissions there. So something that they didn't have last year. Voltex was there. They had that claw machine again. It was really cool to see. Tier list, I can't do a tier list. I can't. Favorite and least favorite. Man, I don't have a least favorite, man. Y'all know me. I'm not. If it's in a very rare occasion, if I have a problem or say anything negatively about a creator, it's for good reason, and it's usually. It has to be a really good reason, but I stay my way out of it for the most part. If you ask me, off stream, I might say like, oh, this person didn't, rub me the right way, pause. But overall, I didn't have any problems with any of the creators or like anything going on for myself. Meeting friends was amazing though. Trading, I got to trade some stuff for product. That was really cool. Panel selection, I think Pat did a good job of incorporating, even though like we're all, like some of us were feature creators, we're not all on the same tier. And let's just be real, we're not all on the same tier. I am not on the same tier as, some of the larger creators as far as their following goes, but Pat still did an amazing job to put us all into positions where we could feel like we are, part of it. So he did a good job last year and he did a great job this year. Did you take away anything from Card Party as a personal token or memento, i.e., signing binders, energies. Catch 'em All did like these metal prints. Like it's like I'll have to get it. It's not near me, but it's like a metal print of like the Card Party logos and cool stuff that he did with it. And there was a bunch of people signing those. So that was one of them. But yeah, man, honestly, dude, it's difficult to actually get those signatures because like the first thing I think of when I see somebody is not like, oh, can you sign this? Which there's nothing wrong with that. But the first thing is like I want to dap them up, hug them, and kind of like talk to them a little bit. That's like kind of what I think about first. And I failed at it last year, and I semi-failed at it this year. So next year, I'm gonna be satisfactory at it. Ricky said, "What was some of the key takeaways from the content creator seminar?" Ricky, I was busy during both of them. I was very busy during both of them. I got to hear the end of the first one. So that's when I think that was Saturday because Dan and Pat were up there and they put up and Team Pocket went up there on stage as well talking about it. And they were just talking about different tools to use for, I only got the tail end of it, like literally the last 5 minutes. I walked in when they were talking about different tools to use for as far as the way your title looks on different devices, whether it be a laptop, whether it be a cell phone, whatever it is. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to take away a lot from it just because I was doing one of my creator battles on another stage. But I'm sure whatever they were talking about was very, very useful. Dan is very good about answering DMs and being available to us as well too. So Dan, can I help you? The dog is right here. He wants cuddles. Dan is very good. Down Bandit. Down Bandit. Sorry. Dan is really good about being available to a lot of the creators. So I know if I ever have questions or questions in the future, I can reach out to him, and he's really good about answering things for us. Here we go. Going back into the chats. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Jay. Appreciate you, man. I completed the signature portion, said Broly Pools. Satisfaction guaranteed to Feller. Yeah. I failed at filming at CP2. A lot of people failed. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone I had sign a card before saying who I was, and then look at everyone's face when they look up and in shock, vault thumbnail face. That's what it is, man. Package total, because we always see you, but we don't know what you look like. That's sun is distorting the screen, my dude. Is it? Let's see if I can move this. Is that a little bit better? Is it worse? Please let me know. It's the good and the bad for doing it outside, but hey, we're going to work with it. The sun should go down in a little bit. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad, huh? Let me see if I can fix that. Nope, keep your head to the right. To my left is better. See if we can't figure this out. We're working with the environment out here, guys. Maybe if you move your head back might help. Whatever. Sit on the other side. It's golden hour. I know, I should, but this side of our backyard isn't completed. Oh, Jay, that was your right. Man, you can block it with your melon. It'll be fine. Here, we'll go against the house for now. That'll work. Gotta head out. Seems like CP2 was really fun from what you're saying. Would love to attend a future one. Yeah, we'll do it like that, guys. That looks better right here. But I mean, yeah, there was so much, man. And just like last year's events, they keep learning, and you're gonna do bigger and better things next year, I'm assuming. Sunday felt like a blur. Like Sunday was just here and gone so quick, especially because I had to travel and everything like that. That's why I say, like, if you guys are going to card party, get there a day early. If you were able to do it, stay a day after, just so you could relax and, have time with everybody and be part of it. Because Sunday was really rushed. So I felt like if I got there on Friday, it would have been so quick. Hey, Dub, what's good, man? Welcome in. Top 3 moments. Ricky, top 3 moments. I got you. I say number 1. I'll leave number 1 last. So the third best moment, I convinced Powder to rip his Undaunted blister, right? And that he got from Harry, Pokey Chloe's husband. And he ripped it with him and another person, and then Leonhardt as well at the bar area. They all ripped at the same time. And then Powder was the one that pulled out that Suicune Legend card that he actually used for one of his pack a days. So he has me to thank for ripping it there on the spot because I peer pressured him into doing it. So you're welcome. Brody, what's good, man? If I don't say what's up to you, Brody. Brody, how you doing? Powder's awesome, said Bikini Dratini. He is. Powder's funny. The butler indeed. He's a savage. The butler is a savage. That was number 3 because I just included myself in that. Number two as a whole is just every night after the main events, and then, the mingling and being able to really talk to every other creator like in the bar area, because although we're chopping it up and talking like throughout the day, whether we're going to the vending hall and everything, there's actually a lot of people that come up to you and say like, oh, can you sign my binder and everything like that, which is amazing, which is great. It's an incredible feeling. But it's always funny because then you get split up from everybody. It's like, oh yeah, just keep going. I'll catch up with you because you're doing something, or going over here, this and that. Every night after all the events and we're just hanging out, those are memories that like I'm never gonna forget, and it's memories that I wouldn't have unless an event like this was being put on. So like card party, being able to bring everybody together like that, yeah, it's a time I can't forget. Number 1, I would say, is Ian's proposal. Spoilers. I hope he doesn't mind I spoiled it. The card party posted it, so we're good. Ian's proposal live on stage. Even though I knew it was going to happen, I kind of forgot. And then when it happened, I was like, yo, he did it. He did it so smooth, too. So smooth. Hey, Green Tea. Green Tea's the degenerate as well, too. Every time I seen him, he's like, hey, what are you going to rip? I was like, nothing. I'm not falling for these tricks anymore. I got it on video, said Broly. I was there. Broly brought me along, said Ricky. Yeah, I think I loved Ian's proposal. That was an amazing thing. As far as anything that happened on stage, man, a bunch of kids got up there to rip vintage packs. And it's funny too, because they'll be ripping those packs and they'll just, have their little hands trying to rip them apart. And you're just like, oh, even I think they couldn't open some of these packs, right? So they were getting scissors to open up some of the vintage packs. There was an adult that used scissors. I'm like, bro, you better get that damn thing open. He was shaking. He had the shakes out there, right, on the main stage. And then some of the kids were using the scissors to cut the packs too. I was like, if they cut these cards. And then Pat took the scissors away because the final packs open were first edition Neo Genesis booster packs. That's not a cheap item. So Pat was like, no, we're ripping these with our hands. That was hilarious. Somehow Ian told everyone and she never found out, said Dan. I don't know. He must have good friends because nobody spoiled it. He even told her kids, now his kids, about it too, and they didn't spoil it. They got a good bunch over there. My anxiety was going through the roof. I may know about the proposal before it happened too, said Ella. Green Tea, everybody and their mama knew except for her. The whole room knew except for her. And I don't know how we got away with it. Another great moment that I can remember just being on stage, just, even if it wasn't the main stage, just being on the smaller stage with all the other creators, that was a lot of fun, man. I feel like this year, there were so many more people, man. There were so many more people. Scissors, oh God, it's okay, yeah, the scissors. Going back over to some more questions. What was your favorite moment at Card Party, said Rock? Besides Ian's proposal, it was the moment I met Roxanne, because at that moment I knew. At that moment I knew. I don't know what I knew. Meeting everybody, like new people. I met Rock for the first time. I met Metri for the first time. I got to sign so many more binders this year than last year, man. So I was like, yo, what do I even do? It's always meeting the people, man, whether it be other creators or, just friends. Meek said, bro, how was it like to be in the presence of PokeRep? Cool Trainer Ryan Vaults. I would have been fanboying like a mother, said Meeks. So I got to meet them last year. So for me though, I I don't force things. So like if they're over there and it seems like, because I see it through the day, they are bombarded with people and signatures. So if it's like, I see that the whole day. So I'm just like trying to be respectful of their time and what they're doing. Sean is the one I talk to the most out of all of them. I say what's up to Nick whenever I see him. Ryan, I say what's up to him too. But Ryan's everywhere. Ryan, I don't know. He's everywhere. You can't keep that man still. But anytime like Rev was around and he was like in my area, like I always say what's up to him. He even, like I said, he opened that Ancient Origins booster pack with Tina on the stream and everything like that. Ryan came through and opened up some packs on the stream too. It's like just getting them at the right moment, but picking and choosing when the right moment is, because all day long they are, they're even though they enjoy being with the fans, I try to give them a moment to breathe. But after hours, I think is why that's part of my favorite time, because everybody's just relaxing, everybody's just chilling. There's no, they're not supposed to be doing anything. I think that's when I like to say what's up to them the most. Kids with scissors had me on edge, said Green Tea. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. They were out there just wilding with them scissors. That was fun times. It was chill to break the box together. It was, Pidgey Boys. It was. You ever get called Jason Tatum, said Matt? I do. I have. Oh, man. Hey, Anna's Adventure said, regular guy barbecue raid. Yo, regular guy barbecue. Appreciate you guys on the raid. SRR founder coming through on the raid. What's going on, guys? We are doing a outdoor live podcast, not ripping packs. We're just talking about Card Party, but welcome in, guys. Welcome in, guys. 49 likes now. Hey, thank you, guys. Marble on the regular guy barbecue. Thank you, Raid. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys coming through. We're gonna go ahead and finish up on some of these questions, and then call it a wrap, because, there's a lot of things we could talk about with Card Party, but I feel like there's more to talk about when you're talking with other creators. This is just kind of like my perspective, my thoughts. Overall, very, very positive. There's not too much negative that I could think about on the spot right now. I just kind of wanted to go into this and give just a overall good review. Not a review, just overall good time. It's not a review. Also, who was the most exciting person to meet or meet again? Man, I'm telling you, when I say Metri was, bro, Metri had a vibe about him. He made me feel like a little kid again. So Metri, I had a ton of fun meeting you, man. I got to meet Opossum for the first time too. Oh, Nick was cool. He gave me some of that TP artwork. I got a Starmie. So shout out to Opossum. Got to meet him too. Thanks for signing my shirt. Hey, Crusaders, no problem, man. Cuz said, most memorable moment for you personally at Card Party, most memorable moment at Card Party as a group or a whole, i.e. world record, meeting your favorite creator. I didn't even get into the world record, did I? Personally, my favorite was hosting one of the battles on stage, because I feel like I killed that. I feel like I did my thing. No, but for real, I had a ton of fun doing that. And there was like a lot of I remember a moment. There was a kid. This was Saturday nights down by the bar area, right? there was a kid and his dad that had just got there for card party. So just for Sunday. And I believe they came from like an international like country. I don't know where it wasn't from America. They came from somewhere else just for one day. And I was like, you guys came all the way over here for just for one day? He's like, yeah, this is all we can make. We didn't get a chance to make it last year, but they had just got from the airport. So I had a VMAX Alt-Art in my pocket. So, I was gifted a VMAX Alt-Art to give away on the channel, but I was like, it was in my pocket. So I was like, nah. I gave it to the little kid. I'm like, hey man, well, welcome to Card Party. Here's this. That was, I was really happy about that because I'm like, dang, it was coming for Father's Day. They came all the way over here too. So I wanted to make sure that they got off to a great start for their Card Party experience. As a group, just those times you get away from the crowd, when you're eating, when we're downstairs playing basketball, that's a lot of fun for me. What's one thing that should be improved on the next card party? I know that Pat already said in his IG post today that he wants to make like smaller creators a bigger part of it, even more so. So I'm looking forward to that. I will say that this year on the main stage, I felt like there was more hype on the main stage last year. I don't know if that was just me, but I feel like there was more hype, excitement, maybe because there was just that much more anticipation last year, or maybe because it was a smaller room. But that's what I thought. But I don't know. If you guys can incorporate those, like, I know a kid got hurt last year, Dan, punching those things, but if we can make it more for like the kids, for like the people in the crowd, if you can make it more interactive for them on the main stage, I guess, I think that would be a good way to do it. It's like keeping the chat focused, right? Like, sure, the creators are up there, but to keep the chat engaged, to go in that extra step, I'm not sure what that looks like, but I think that would be something really cool. What's one thing you didn't do at CP2 that you wish you did? One thing I didn't do was I didn't get little podcast segments. I wanted to go up to creators to do the segments, but honestly, man, I thought this might happen. And I was like, yeah, the creators get really busy, especially the larger ones, the ones that I don't see all the time. So I just wanted to give them that time to breathe. I didn't want to be another one person just to, take time away from them because, hopefully there's the future moment that I could do. Dan said, write that down. I love the games from last year. They were so fun. I agree with Jay. Said Bikini Dratini. I think the interaction between the crowd, chat, and then like the stage was a little bit less because you guys were just drawing names and they were coming up for it. But like Dan, you guys did at the end of the final stage where you guys brought more people up from the crowd to do the pack battles. That was cool. But I think like another aspect to it, to keep it more engaged with more than just the creators, I think that would go a long way. As our founder said, great job, Dan. It should give every creator who wants it 30 minutes, hour time slots on the main stage with a production crew, said Bogey and Fun. Whew. That'd be dope. Yo, Sleepy. What's going on, Sleepy? CK saying, what's up to E-Man? Honestly, Snorlax time was a vibe. Dangerous or not? Hey, Green Tea says he's volunteering for Snorlax time. That's what I'm hearing. Green Tea, if you want the job, I bet they could do it. Dan Owen, the crafting room needs to feel like a kid's birthday party, like colored tables, cloths, balloons, etc., said Tina Marie. Yeah, I didn't see where the crafting room was. So I didn't even know where that was. So that might be another thing. For kids and adults who are new to the hobby, Pokemon, I agree with Joey, make it more interactive. Yeah, because I think even like the creators know like what they're gonna get. But I think you guys next year, I'm not saying focus less on the creators because we want that same focus on the creators, but we also want the focus to be on the people attending because this is their time to shine too. It's their time to shine too. By the way, these are Adam's questions because I figured they were very well put together. Rate your experience 1 through 10. Sleeping Snorlax. I will, only because I don't want them to slack off and I don't want them to think it was perfect. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because, like I said, it should always be a 9 out of 10. Whatever you do in life, I feel like should always be a 9 out of 10 because you should always find something to improve on it. And I know with Pat and his crew, they're always gonna find something to improve on as well. Really, I want to give it a 10, but I'm not going to. Will you battle me in the 18 plus pack battle next year so we can have a daddy chill moment? I would love to, Chris. I would absolutely love to, man. We all know cuz needs your boys' help. Love you, Joey. Hey, Adam, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, Saturday was a ton of fun. That was the official trade night as well. And I know there was some of these kids got insane collection, guys. I don't think you guys understand how insane some of these collections are for some of these kids. I don't know what their parents do, but I'm jealous. But yeah, we did a little bit of trade nights, say what's up to just other people that are there, some recognized us, some didn't, but we're just saying what's up. And then we went over to the lobby area, the bar area, and that's where we were hanging out too. Yeah, Saturday night was a ton of fun. And it was a time I got to hang out with other creators, got to hang out with some of the guys from Vault-X. They put on a nice, I don't want to say private hour because it was amongst everybody else, but they were buying drinks for people too, and some of the creators. So that was a ton of fun. Vault-X is an amazing company. After talking to their CEO, one of their founders, for like hours, I love Vault-X. I can't say enough good things about them. I'm not even sponsored by them yet, but buy Vault-X products. You guys are supporting a great company. Even if it's a little bit more expensive, just know you guys are supporting an amazing company in Vault-X. These kids have better trade binders than me, said Green Tea. Greens, you didn't even open up any packs, Green Tea, yet, said Dan. Vault-X really is the best. Green Tea, I 100% agree. Favorite pickups at Pokey and Fun? Dude, I didn't get any singles. I spent a lot of money right as I was leaving, but the Ancient Origins booster box, I've been wanting to open that for the channel. We got to do that. That was my favorite pickup. On top of that, I brought a XY Flashfire pack before I left because that's my favorite set, and I needed one, so we'll open that on Friday. They really don't, E-Man, my twin nephews just don't get it. Hi, Jay. Came to say hi. Hey, Pokey Gay, what's going on, man? Joey, no rip, Jay. I didn't see Green Tea. Every time, this is our thing. Every time I saw Green Tea, it's like, would you rip? I was like, nothing yet. You? Nothing yet. At least me and Serge were ripping 151, and we opened up that Rocket Pack. Green Tea and Chloe both pulled legendary cards in a pack battle of Undaunted. Yeah, Tina, that was crazy. I didn't see it live, but I saw the video of it. That was insane. Joey, they really mucked up my DPM binder order. Oh no, SR founder. I think if you ever reach out to them, they will be more than happy to figure it out. A lot of times with those custom binders, it could be a lot more difficult to get perfect every single time. My kid's gonna be a trade nights with gold stars and shadowless for trades at CK. He's not gonna find anybody to trade with, man. He's not gonna find anybody to trade with. Is Ian in here? Ian with Ian, there he is. I agree, said Ian. Hi, Ian. How you doing today? Hey, shout out to Ian. The bar area was a vibe, said Super Insane, right? It was. Shout out to Ian with Ian. He's doing his 5K stream on Saturday, guys. So make sure you guys go support my friend. And he's off the market officially now, officially. So go support him on his last hurrah before it's a wrap for him. I'm kidding. Can you adopt me, CK, said E-Man. I already asked him. He said he already got too many adoption papers to fill out. All right, so last couple questions right here, and then we'll end it off. Overall, I would say that I had a ton of fun at Card Party Gen 2. I think you guys increased the amount of people that were at the event, but the actual vibe that I expected from Card Party 1 was carried over to Card Party 2. I think I gave slight criticisms on the main stage. Besides that, for me as a creator, my perspective, it was really really great. Like I said, I saw Pat saying he's going to expand on some of the smaller creators. Oh, maybe I won't be a smaller creator next year. Who knows? I'm going to put some more effort. I have 3 different pre-recorded videos in the works at the moment to get those figured out, sorted out, and start putting those out. Try to keep up with the live streams as well. So, yeah, I have no big complaints, man. You guys did an amazing job putting on the event. If you guys didn't go to Card Party yet, I suggest going next year to one of them at least. There's 2 different options. I hope I could get out to both of them next year. I plan to at the moment, but we don't know what life brings until it happens. Last couple questions right here. I would like to see challenges like Pat and Rev did, but the feature and attending creators that are on the same team, not sure if that would be possible, said E-Man Collects. Okay. So Pat and Rev did a challenge. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's going to be for a video, but I could see that being a fun thing. But, maybe selecting random creators, like you guys selected random people from the crowd, maybe a challenge for like 2 random creators to, I don't know what that looks like, but maybe it's just for the main stage. Adam said, are you excited about Card Party 3? Any interest in vending or just staying as a feature creator? I will never vend this event. I will never vend this event. It's not worth it to me. It's not because of like the money aspect or anything, but I rather just be there as a creator, hang out with the other creators. It's a vacation. It's a vacation for us. I feel like to step away and interact with the people that watch and support us all the time. Not everybody that supports us all the time, but a good amount of people. So it's something that I will keep as is, and I'll never vend it. I had too much fun doing everything else. How many apples did people give you? R&D Pokemoners gave me a stack of apples. I also got Dorian. Gave me another a CGC 10 AR Applin from, I think, what set is that? The Mask of Change. So I got another Apple graded card. Last year, Broly gave me one. This year, Dorian gave me one. So it's a trend. We're trending. Yeah. Random generator for creators and then the challenge. That would be interesting. Green Tea, like on like a late night show like that. I think that's a fun thing. How many apples did you get? Love that, Ian. Random people. Card Party Tampa is a must. IDK about Pacific Northwest. Try to go to both. Card Party, the Bachelor Party. When, Ian? When, Ian? Please tell me when. Green Tea said he's bringing all his Evo Skies booster packs. Green Tea, I like that idea. Write that down, Dan. Write that down. I like it. But thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys always coming to support. We'll have a regular opening stream this coming Friday. Maybe some people pop in on that day, okay? It was good to be back. It's good to see everybody. Gonna get back on this editing grind and this live stream grind. You guys are amazing. I love it here. Every time you go to Card Party, you just feel a different aura around you, different rejuvenation, and I love that about it. And next year, there's gonna be 2 of them, so I'm gonna love it even more. But everybody that's been in here, Poker Gabe, I see you, Rico, Bikini Dratini, Pidgey Boys, SRR Founder, Green Tea, Lux, Tina Marie, Dan out here, Package Total, Jay for coming through, all you guys, E-Man, Pidgey Boys, Ian with Ian, Super Insane, CK Play, Sleeping Snorlax. You guys, love you guys. Thank you guys for being part of the stream. The outdoor podcast, don't know how it went. I guess I'll look back at it later. But until next time, my name is Joey. You can call me Jay. Peace. Only thing is, don't know how to end this stream. So bear with me. Wait, can I redirect from here? Hold on. Let me try to redirect. Will it let me read? Ooh, it will. Let's go redirect. Perfect. I think I have to end it from my phone. You guys watching this? This is me failing at a mobile podcast, and that's okay because we're learning together. All right, guys, but for real, love y'all. I'll see you guys. You guys want to enjoy the sunset? Y'all don't get this on any other streams. I'm just putting that out there. Enjoying the sunset on this beautiful California evening. Kelly Live TCG later on. CK, Ash, nice to meet you as well. Was Ashley in here? Kate B, have a great night. Thanks for sharing your experience. Thank you, Kate, for being in here. See you guys. KB said, beautiful, epic sunset together. Aw, look back at it. Ricky always trying to ruin the moment. All right, for real though, guys. I'll see you guys later on. Peace.